Jason just sauntering around Mexico.
Skinny jeans on, just fucking bending over in front of everybody.
Yep. Oops, I dropped something again.
Uh-oh, is that a little crack you saw? You just as you're bending over, you look back and wink. Friend. Don't mind me washing my car with no shirt on.
Again.
Again. It's just so hot. He's gonna think Jason's in the market for a cuck.
Dude. Can you recommend a good cuck chair?
Can you imagine telling that to somebody? Oh, I'm looking for a good cuck chair. I stayed at some crazy fucking hotel in Castro Valley, California, the last time I went up to see my kids. And there was a cuck sofa. And in my mind.
So hold on. So there's a whole cuck sofa. Is it just that like one cuck is like reclining while he's watching, or is there multiple cuckings going on?
I thought it was multiple cucks.
I thought it was a cuck audience or a cuck audience. I thought there was the cuck chair that we found out about recently, right? And then there was a cuck sofa, and I was like, what goes on in this room that you needed a cuck sofa? What crazy fuck party did I miss?
A group of cucks is called a gaggle.
Cuck team. Like, what's fucked up about someone saying cuck chair and now it's part of my lexicon, cuck chair? Yes. It's that these things used to make sense to me when I would go into a hotel room. Like, oh, look, there's a chair if I want to just sit right here. There's a sofa if I want to sit over here and stare at the bed. Because it wasn't the cuck sofa wasn't place where you could see the TV. The sofa was here and the TV was there, so it's like this doesn't make sense. And who are you fucking entertaining at a goddamn hotel room where you got to have a sofa? Well, if you're getting fucking railed by some thick 10-inch fucking dick monster, then maybe you might want to invite the friends over for a good old-fashioned show.
Jason's lying. He was at hedonism in Jamaica.
So I had on Sunday for the Substack. I didn't get it together to write a new thing, so I just unlocked this old essay, which was it had to do with religion. So J. Andrew World illustrated it with this drawing of Jesus on the cross, and there were some. And so when I posted the link, so that shows up, this is the thumbnail, a couple people in the comments on Facebook, thought that first person said that is a kinky ass drawing. And a couple people elaborated on it. One of them said, Ben, there are simpler ways of telling us there's simpler ways to tell us you would love to film from the cuck chair at a variety
You would love to film from the cuck chair.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So,
cuck chair, dude.
All I'm saying is I didn't draw that, so that's assign Andy to the cuck chair in all your scenarios.
A cuck sofa is just a polycule at this point, says Andrew Morgan. Nuri Yank says where he learned the carrot raisin salad recipe. He hooked up with the white yoga lady at hedonism. You guys are full.
Makes sense.
So this is probably a good time to say I will send Jason I think there's a way to do a direct link with the discount code, but if you just use the so you can put that in Patreon. But if you just use the general link for the Eventbrite link for the book launch in LA on the 22nd. So normally tickets are $5, but if you want to get it down to $4, enter the discount code. I already put this in earlier today. All caps carrot raisin.
Wow.
I did not know he did that, and we went out to breakfast today.
I love this.
You fucking win on that one, Ben Burgess. You fucking win on that one. We got to do a Patreon post just for that. Fuck. Yeah, that's pretty good. You fucking bravo. I fuck, dude. That's good.
Well played.
Well played. Tony Ritz, did I miss the Cuck sofa episode? No, there was a thing I used to watch. It was this dude. I don't know if they still do it, but it's this. They're both really rich people, and and he seems kind of goofy, and he always talked about how much he loved his fiance. Her name was Pookie, and all they would talk about is what they were wearing and where they were going. And the comments is what I loved, because someone wrote in a comment, they said he is the definition, he's the reason why there's a cuck chair in hotels. I couldn't stop laughing, because when I thought about the chair, I was like, oh no shit, there's a chair. So yeah. Now Ben needs to drop an Alex Jones. Got your ass.
Yeah, that is. So we did a long time ago. We did this Thursday night debate breakdown of, and sometimes for those, we'll go high class. Watch like I don't know, like we did one that was like Michael Harrington debating William F. Buckley, stuff like that. But sometimes it's just like shit that seems like it would be a fascinating car crash to watch. This was one of those. There was this debate about like the election, like the Trump like stolen election claims. That was God, who the fuck all was in that? I remember it was Destiny, the Krasenstein brothers.
Wow.
And it gets worse. And God, I've forgotten the other right wingers now, but Alex Jones was also in this, and it was kind of like we had to keep pausing on this because it was so amazing. That's like every time Alex Jones made what he thought was a really devastating point, he would do this. Yeah, got your ass.
Glenn Greenwald was there via Zoom.
Oh, he was. That's true. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's right. So it was okay. So it was Destiny, Krasenstein's, Glenn Greenwald, somebody else who I'm forgetting, and Alex Jones. This is like the thing I always remember just because she's right. I mean, when I told. I was doing a phone call with Megan Day to talk about Jacobin stuff, and I told her that I was going to do that thing that you were at, right? In New York with the, those debating Tim Pool and James O'Keefe and Tulsi Gabbard, and she was like, Ben, this sounds like you're describing a dream you had right now. It's like, oh yeah, then Tulsi Gabbard was there for some reason.
She was the good part of the dream, then it became the bad part of the dream. That's how I knew Freddie was involved. Tulsi Gabbard was there wearing her fucking thirst trap outfit, and then she started speaking, and I woke up and it was Freddie. He didn't even take the face off. It was just her face. Kind of looks like Freddie already.
The face just morphs to look a little bit more Freddie-like.
Yeah, just a little.
The claws come out. Aloha, bitch.
And then and Ben woke up in a cold sweater. Like if we had like real money, that's the kind of production value that we could have done before you did the thing. We would have done a whole like trailer for you, and that would have been the thing where that was your dream. And we would have actresses doing it and actors doing the whole thing. And then there would have been more people at the event, and then there would have been more cool people at the event. And you know, we'd all have nicer cars.
Yeah. Fair enough. You got me. Yes, and also Macrucia points out in the chat there's the long-haired guy from the Tim Pool show was moderating. There was the I've heard him referred to as Moon Lord. I don't know what his actual name is.
I'm sorry, Moon Lord?
Yeah, I don't think this is a name he calls himself. I think this is something that people he seems like I've actually met this person. So the day of the O'Keefe Gabbard Pool clusterfuck, that day I was on my way. So I was staying in the hotel they put us up at, and I was on my way to meet Kuba for lunch. And so I was like walking through the hotel lobby. I was actually like carrying like merch, and I was walking through the hotel lobby, and Tim Pool, who I had not met yet, but I guess he must have watched a YouTube video or something. It's like, hey, Ben Burgess, right? So I go over and talk to Tim and his entourage, who are sitting around waiting for their hotel room to be available.
Awesome.
And this guy, whatever his actual name is, but yes, I think that's yes, I think his detractors on YouTube started referring to him as Moon Lord, and now that's just his name to me. But they at a certain point, Tim introduces me to Moon Lord, and I'm sure I knew his actual name at one point there, and he's at this point, right at this point in the day, Tim is being conciliatory and like sort of. It's like, oh yeah, no, it's Ben writes through Jacobin, they're okay, whatever. He's like tries to come up with some nice things to say about Jacobin, and he said something. It's like, oh well, they like free speech and they criticize Democrats, and the Moon Lord guy who just looks, I mean, not for nothing is he called Moon Lord. He looks like a minor character in a stoner comedy from the 90s, and he's like, oh, wow, really? It's like, yeah, man. and it's like, so do you guys ever write about like economics? Like, yeah, that's kind of the main thing. And it's like, oh, wow, okay, yeah, because this inflation, this is a really bad way. We got to do something. And I'm like, well, okay, but what do you want to do? Meaning, like, you haven't really told me anything yet.
We got to get rid of the illegals, man.
Like the way he takes me saying, what do you want me to do? Is he's like, oh yeah, a lot of people are saying that, it's time to, what's the plan? We got to do something. I'm like, no, man. I mean, like, like everybody would agree, sure, inflation is bad, but like, what specifically do you want to do? That's gonna be the controversial part. And he was like, oh. And he like had to think about it for a second, and he was like, maybe something with crypto. And it's like,
wow,
okay. I genuinely believe, and this is not like, hyperbole, and I am very much keeping in mind like all of the obvious examples. I genuinely believe that this is the dumbest person I've ever had a conversation about politics with in my life. Like, I am including people that you and I have talked to who like walk by when we're like sitting outside the bar with the French fries, right? Like, I'm including the mentally ill homeless person in San Francisco who once yelled at me that the Jews killed Michael Jackson. It's like, no, this guy's the dumbest person I've ever had a conversation with.
Yeah, last time me and Ben do this thing sometimes where there's a place we eat, but they don't make French fries. So there's nothing like fucking tacos and French fries to me.
There
I
is
don't know.
not.
Maybe I'm just that American. But down the street, like not even a whole block down, there's a bar that makes French fries.
Mhm.
So we go to the bar, and then they have outdoor seating. And the other night, this dude who was wasted. Was he trying to start a fight with me?
It seemed like it for a second, but then it seemed like maybe he forgot.
Just kind of like walked up talking some shit. And I was like, what? He's like, it's cool. It's cool. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Why were you mad in the first place? I don't even know. We just ordered French fries.
Yeah, sat down here and ordered French fries. I got a beer. I literally don't know what we did to offend.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen a fight start like that unless it's like Patrick Swayze's involved. Like, I don't know what I did.
The guy had an amazing roundhouse kick, you know. That
like, what was I like? What happened in that guy's day that he was like, oh, nope, too far. You're ordering French fries in Spanish? Nope.
I would think the opposite would be more offensive.
Right?
It's like just gonna like walk in there like ugly Americans, you know. It's like I don't know. I mean, I learned the word papas, you know.
Yeah. We're trying to be all fun cool about it. Like, we want 2 orders, right? We're all, yeah, that guy was trying to start a fight, and then he didn't want to start a fight all at the same time.
Yeah.
Jason, anyway. Was he an Edgar? He wasn't an Edgar. He was not an Edgar. He was just a very intoxicated man in Mexico. And I personally don't like going out on the weekends because I don't want to interact with that guy.
Sure.